How we doing, good folks? And welcome to Montez at Midday, brought to you by the Weed Squad St. Louis. Feel free to check them out by visiting their location at 8088 Watson Road. Or do yourself a favor and just follow and visit the website, www.dremontez.com. Everyone's staying hydrated out here. Old Man Winter is back. Got a cool, brisk day today, so bundle up, get your car taken care of, be safe, slippery in some areas. You know it hurts when you fall when you're an older person, so be careful out there. Grab a rail, hold on, take your time. Don't want you starting off the year in pain, so to speak, but I believe that we're all here. All right, you know what we have to do. Get those let's get those high fives in order out there. All my high fivers that have been built. Everybody always high fiving out there. High five out here today. A little high five with it. There we go. High five. So high fives. Chest bump. Just hug it out. Get that in there. So a whole lot of folks got a birthday today. A whole lot of birthdays today. Happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. If it was this week, I know my aunt Francella was her birthday. She's out in Phoenix doing her thing or in Chicago. Her itinerary is tough. I tell you that it's tough. So happy birthday to you, Annie. And the rest of you good folk. We got joining the show today. We got a few people joining in here to see us today, which is pretty cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you again for tuning into the show today. If you're celebrating anything today, congratulations, you deserve it. If you're in the bed today just chilling with a hot cup of cocoa, warming up to a good book, watching a great movie, you deserve it. You deserve it right there. You deserve it. There's people still trying to figure out ways to believe and come to task and grips that it's 2022. You know, when you're a kid, there's no way it went this fast. But now it just goes by, the week goes by quicker, the days are faster. It's like, wow, something else. But it is Fist Pump Friday. Get the fist pumping up there. Fist Pump Friday. Friday used to be that day, though. It was payday. You're off the next day. You're going out with the fellas, the crew. You're spending time with your boo, doing something with the shorties. Something was going on, and Friday was a key component. But the more and more I think about this, who idea was this that you work 5 days and get 2 off? Who idea was that? Who idea was that? Because I think now in 2022, no one works Monday through Friday anymore. I think you're underworking yourself if you work Monday through Friday. You're not working. That's not work. Now let's get a real work schedule. Let's really try to push this. I remember back in the day in the corporate America when IBM was trying to get the 4-day work week started. And everyone was like, whoa, wait a minute now, slow down. You want me to work 10 hours a day? But now you think about it, a majority of people work 12 to 15 hours a day. 12 to 15 hours a day of productive work for 4 days, I think is pretty cool for anywhere. And you have some places now since COVID and put everyone at home to work. And now you're hearing about what these companies are doing to bring you on board, besides giving you a laptop, besides giving you a health and dental plan and medical plan and transportation options and vouchers for food and rent or whatever it may be. You're hearing all these things that these amazing companies are doing, and you look at the work schedule that they have. They're 15-hour work days. You work 3 days. You work 45 hours in 3 days, and you're off for 4 days. Now, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? And the money seems to make sense. That whole Monday through Friday thing, I think that pretty much died out years ago. I think I may know of people that say they go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They may be off Sunday. They may have to give them a weekend or two every other month. So that whole 5-day work week, man, I think that's pretty much played out. I haven't been a part of that fan club, excitement, enjoyment in quite some time. So the 3 or 4 day work week, I think that will get more valuable production out of the employees than anything. I really do believe that. And now, since a lot of people are enjoying working at home, considering the fact the sounds around you have a lot to do with it as well. You know, if you live in one of those neighborhoods where they cut the grass every 2 damn days, there's a cookout every Saturday, there are no baby son of a bitches, but there are 85 dogs to one house in your neighborhood, that could be a little different and some a little tough to get over with. But for the most part, the work week of Monday through Friday, not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I like the 3 or 4 day work week. I like that a whole lot. And many of you are in that, have been in that 3 or 4 day work schedule, 15-hour days, and didn't even know it. They just rope you on in, kind of got you on in there, and you had no idea that they were doing that, which happens to some people sometimes. Not all of the time, but sometimes it happens to people out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not at all. So these New Year's resolutions, how are we doing so far? Are you doing your part? Are you spending more time with your family? Okay, that's good. Are you planning a getaway? Either it's coming up for the big game or Valentine's Day or NBA All-Star Weekend, which all kind of go together, it seems like to me. But I think that travel thing is really, really key to get out here and see some stuff. I mean, the more and more you look at National Geographic, Discovery Channel, anything on Netflix pretty much about traveling, it makes you want to get up and go. Now, some of these trips are just for people with a whole lot of money that I cannot fathom having a vacation like that. You know, as far as exotic places and all that, I get it. The whole nightlife thing doesn't excite me that much anymore. I kind of like the views of places. Like, for instance, the Blue Ridge Mountain, North Carolina. That is beautiful. Asheville, North Carolina is beautiful. It's been quite some time since I've been to Asheville, North Carolina. But the last time I was there, Asheville is still a beautiful town. And now with all of the beer distribution companies there now, everybody's brewing the beer and the vodka and the marijuana dispensaries everywhere. It's kind of making you want to take a deeper dive into doing a vacation your way. Say, for instance, you want to do a cannabis culinary trip. You can plan it out. You can plan your whole vacation around cannabis, all the different places you can stay at, the Airbnbs, the hotels, things put you in proximity of what's going on. I think that's a lot of fun to do, the way these different cannabis culinary experiences are being shown to us through television cooking shows, as well as, again, Netflix and Hulu, really tempting the taste buds, so to speak. But there is a lot of fun trips out there if you are exploring the culinary cannabis lifestyle of traveling. And I'm telling you, even here in our own backyard of Missouri and Illinois, you can find some pretty cool places to go for your cannabis travel adventures. And they're getting really creative. I think they're taking a bite out of what San Fran has been doing over the years, as well as New York and Miami and Vegas. But Vegas is one of those trips, man, that I'm glad I finally went. Glad I got it out of the way. When I see Vegas on TV, it still gets the blood going. That's the one place I think I'm happy I went there to watch football. I actually went to Vegas to go watch football on Sunday. That is the honest truth of why I went to Vegas. I wanted to go watch football in Sin City, where I heard they have the best sports bars at, and they did not disappoint. I've said this story a million times. I've never saw so many high-fiving, chest-bumping people yelling and cussing at the TV in excitement, and these were the employees. It was an amazing time. Now, I know people go to Vegas for other things, to get married. Who goes to Vegas to get married? I know. Let it go, Dre. You can't. We're not going to do that in 2022. We're going to appreciate people that are in love. I'm trying to say this again. We're going to try to work on appreciating people that are in love and want to go to Vegas and get married. Mm, mm, mm. Only way I would get married in Vegas, 85 years old. I'm 85 and she is 63. That's the only way it's going down. That's it. That's the only way possible that could happen. But when I was out there, I saw these different wedding chapels that people have used in the movies, television shows, commercials, IRL. Like, wow. I mean, you literally can go anywhere and get this thing taken care of. I don't know if that's a reason to go to Vegas, but Vegas is a lot of damn fun. So it is Fist Pump Friday. We're going into uncharted territory, NFL fans. Week 17. Ooh, week 17. So many storylines this NFL season. From where we started out from week 1 to where we're at right now. It is mind-boggling what has happened in the 21-22 NFL season. In the locker room, not in the locker room, in emails, sneaking in people in the hotel again, showing your toe off. You know, you got you chapped your feet. You gave away $30 million. I mean, it's been some wild stories about the NFL this year. Wild stories, and we still don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. We still don't know what's going on. They're getting a little cryptic with the messages when it comes to Deshaun Watson, whether it's his camp doing this, the NFL investigators, the young ladies involved in all this. And what is this toilet seat challenge that this young lady did that allegedly AB snuck into the damn room? A toilet seat challenge. Apparently, there was a challenge going on through social media. Go figure. And this young lady allegedly licked the toilet seat on the airline. What the? Look here, man. I don't know what folk look for no more when it comes to being happy, in relationship, in the moment. I don't get it. What is even remotely attractive about that? Now, if the woman fine, oh well. If that's what you win for, that's what you win for. If you in it for the money, you in it for the money. If you in it for the love, you in it for the love. But ain't no way in the hell of life a woman making a video of herself licking a toilet seat on an airline is attractive. That's some shit you can't live down. I don't care how the argument go. Somebody gonna bring that up and argue. Well, your ass licked the toilet seat. I mean, what is going on? What happened to the good old days of meeting people? You know, you meet them, you go out, you have a few drinks, okay? And now, you know, nowadays you got to invite somebody out with you, you know, to make sure all parties on point, you are who you are and all this. You got to be careful out there. But how does it get to this now? Watching these TV shows about dating and dating apps, it is crazy what people are willing to do just to go out on a date. What happened to us? What happened? Can we talk? I mean, really, somebody tell me what happened. There's no way social media is doing that to people. There's no way possible. There's no way possible. The good old days, man, that's when Friday happy hour meant something. Happy hour meant something. Happy hour was that key. It was the pivotal first base move was happy hour. But now, I think it's against the law to say happy hour. Nobody believes in happy hour anymore. Bartenders can't make a margarita. They have no clothes on. They cock blocking. It's all kind of shit going on now. All kind of things. What happened to the days when the uniform was just a pair of jeans and a t-shirt or a funny shirt? Now you see your areola, your chest hair, your piercings. No. What happened? How did we get here? How did we get here? The next time you go out to eat, have a drink, just look at the people that work there and just say to yourself, what the fuck happened? How did we get here? How? We're to the point right now, we're at $10 beers. Oh, yeah. We're paying $10 for beers, kids. Damn shame. $15 cheeseburgers? Motherfucker. $15 for 10 wings? What? Mm, mm, mm. How? What happened? We were doing so good. $2, you call it. Remember that? A bucket of beer was $10. Oh, the good old days. What happened? They had hors d'oeuvres or horse d'oeuvres, as some of you might call it, poo-poos, free food, doing happy hour while it lasts. What happened to that? What happened? Now you look at the menu, you're like, wait a minute now. Oh, time out. You get a divorce or something? What are these prices coming from? And I love when they say, oh, inflation. Inflation to who? Who's the inflation for? You're supposed to be on our side. You're supposed to be on our side. But now I think we're going against the grain when it comes to going out now. Some get it. Some have completely lost touch with reality. I'm not just talking about here in our city in town, but just travel. Just travel. Look at some of these places. Read the menu and then look at them. Read the menu and look at them. Read the menu and look at them. Does this make sense to you at all? I'm a big fan of the restaurant industry, but they're doing things right now I don't understand. Who puts orange juice in a margarita? Lord have mercy. I can't let this go. I can't let it go. I refuse to believe that someone actually made this up as a drink and put it on their menu and charging money for it, charging $13 for a 5-ingredient margarita with orange juice in it. What in the great state of Picasso is going on here? And the customer service, I thought in 22 we would start off on a high note of customer service. There is no such thing as customer service. Went to Wally World. I need assistance when I'm checking out because there are no live people there, and the machines all have something funny on there. So I usually get assistance from one of the cashiers. Can you help me check out? A little visual problem. There's no problem. Sure, sir, we'll help you out. Well, on Tuesday, I tried the same thing. And I'm going to give her a name like, I don't know, old Pam. Old black lady Pam decides to get a tude with me. All because she said, you can go to 14, baby. I said, can I get some assistance over there on Legally Blind? She said, well, you can go down there to them other machines then and you can do it yourself down there. What just happened? What? You didn't hear what I just said? Some people shouldn't work at Walmart. And this is the very first time I've been in a Walmart ever, especially this location. First time I've been there, I didn't see not one white person working at Walmart. What happened? Did I miss the memo? Did we take over Walmart? I didn't see not one non-black person in a Walmart uniform. Did I miss something? Did I miss something on Twitter? What happened to the Walmart Shrewsbury? What happened? Did anybody else notice that? I'm just saying. I don't know if that was that lady named Pam or not, but I hope she doesn't work there no more. I know it's the beginning of the year. Well, some people don't need a damn job if you're going to act that way to people. You should go to work being thankful to work there. Remember Calvin at McDonald's? Calvin was always smiling and hoping that grandmama came in there one day and saw him cooking fries. Calvin on fries? Then Calvin made manager. Come on now. Come on. Ain't that bad, is it? But this week 17 of football is going to bring some interesting storylines as we're already there with this AB situation. Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and the list goes on finding someone their next home, who's getting fired, who's on the hot seat, what's going on with Mike Zimmer and the Purple People Eaters of America. If I told you guys this once, I'm going to tell you again, Google Mike Zimmer and look at that girlfriend he got. About that action, boss. Winning on all levels right there. Winning on all levels right there. What's going to happen once the offseason starts in the NFL? That is going to, I think this could be one of the most action-packed offseasons in the NFL. Considering now what we know, what athletes really want, the ones that really want the money, who really want to play football. It's been funny since we finding out more and more things about the NFL players now than ever before. Years past, a little secretive on how they really felt about certain things. But now we're really starting to see, hey, they have feelings. They have concerns about their future in the game itself and in the moment. What's next for me? What's the best path for me to go to get the bag, get the money in the moment now? See, I like when they share stories like that. But those other stories, I think we can do without because it's getting a little bit too political for me. It's not giving us water cooler banter. It's giving us, quote unquote, the BS, the excuses. I don't think there's one player that purposely goes out each and every week not to compete at a high level. I refuse to believe that. Now, when it comes to the coaches, putting the teams in position to succeed or fail, that's put under question, as I saw what the Denver Broncos did last week. What's that, Dre? What they didn't do last week? Practice. They didn't practice last week. No way possible. There's no way in the hell that the Denver Broncos had a practice based on the preparation to play the LA Chargers. No way in the fuck. Not the way that team played. No. No. So I don't know what Teddy B's future looks like. I hope I read the crystal ball right when it comes to Drew Lock. Get him up out of here, baby. Get him. Don't need him. Don't want him. See, why players like him can't take off his shoulder pads and say, I'm out of here? Oh, that would be beautiful. It's never the players we want that quit and act a fool. It's the ones we're always saying, come on now. Come on. I don't know how hard we're going to go after Russell Wilson. I don't know how hard we're going to go after Aaron Rodgers. But if this new ownership group includes Peyton Manning, I think then by the draft, if we get this done before the draft, which I think all intents and purposes, it will be done before then because we have some work to do in the offseason. A whole lot of people got to go, including our coach. Vic, it was fun. Old guy, old man winner, Burl Lives wannabe, too fucking old to be coaching with today's football to me. Too old. Geriatrics are fun, but not when it comes to coaching your football team. Oh, he can probably help somebody else out. Do what? His press conferences sound the same every week. Well, we got to go out here and execute a little better and get plays off and really execute in practice as well so it can follow over in their gameplay. What? You say that every week. How does it get to that point? It's way beyond being repetitive. It's to the point right now I have no more excuses. None whatsoever. None. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. Next up. This Colts and Raiders game is getting the wrong type of attention to me. That people actually think this game is going to be played to a tie. They're actually betting on this to be a tie. Speaking of betting, congratulations, New York. You're now on the clock. You guys can lay some cash starting tomorrow. FanDuel and DraftKings. We got more people gambling now in sports. Yay. Yay. A guy won $270,000 because Kansas and Oklahoma State both failed to score 30 points in the first half. He won $270,000. Was it? No. Oklahoma State had 29 points and failed to score. No, Kansas had 29 points with 4 minutes left in the game in the first half. Couldn't buy a basket. Couldn't buy a basket. That is crazy. $270,000, and then we just had 2 people win the Powerball. $632 million. Problem solved. Now, if you're in it for the money, that $632 million has solved all your problems. Not just for you, but for the bloodline, hopefully, if you do this thing right. But we love playing this game of what would you do if you won the lottery of $632 million. I've said this time and time again. If I win that type of money, I'm not moving. No. For one, I hate moving. I hate that. Oh, it's the worst ever. Stand put. not in a relationship right now, so that's out the question. I'm getting me a PS5. I'm calling up Snoop to get my delivery to the front door. And that's about it. And the rest, we just gonna have some fun with the softball community, my kids and family, of course, but that's about it. If you win that type of money, I mean, that's out of bounds thinking. To think if you win $632 million, what would you do? I'm changing lives. 632 million. I'm changing lives to strangers. Just boom. Here you go. I'm not going to do what those lotto stories have shown us. That documentary they did a few years ago when it went to 25 lotto winners and what they did and what happened to them. How do you end up in prison after you've won the lottery? This man and his wife went to Vegas, bought every toy you can buy, bought all kind of cocaine, the booger sugar, the weed, the pills, male prostitutes, female prostitutes. They kicked it for 3.5 months and was broke. They won over $100 million and was broke in 3.5 months. And the husband's in prison. You got to have self-control. Got to have self-control because we saw people losing their mind last year with that stimulus money. Well, 2 years ago on that stimulus money. Now, that was funny. That was funny itself.com. Speaking of funny, Major League Baseball in the strike situation, can we hear something from somebody? I'm hearing speculations. I'm hearing thoughts, but I haven't heard nothing with any credible discussions coming out from Major League Baseball. Now, here's something that I keep hearing here locally in St. Louis, that what Mike Shannon said, that the Cardinals are for sale, is really a true story. But nobody wants to give him any legs. I mean, why would Mike Shannon say that? Mike Shannon, an icon. Why? Somebody is trying to buy them Redbirds. But now everything's on the hush-hush on the DL because we're on strike. We can't discuss anything. But I'm telling you, behind the scenes, Major League Baseball is still doing investigating and all these sexual allegations and misconduct that has been taking place throughout the offseason and during the season in Major League Baseball. Listen, young athletes. Attention, young athletes. Be careful how you talk to people. Watch your eye contact, all right? Keep your eye contact up here. Don't get the eyes wandering off all down and through her blouse and all her legs and feet and all that shit. Eye contact. There you go. We got to start getting these kids ready, not just to turn pro, but to stay there, to keep the money, to understand the learning curve while you're there. Take this thing seriously. Stay off of social media. If you're going to use it to perpetuate your game, use it for that. But don't do it for influences of the bad cycle that seems to be going on with my youngsters ages 13 to 25. It has not turned out to be a good thing because now we have to explain what you meant by that, what you really meant by that, the perception of what you did by your actions, by what you actually said. You have to be choiceful and very selective in your words nowadays because they can take it and put a different spin on there. I'm kind of under the John Thompson type thing when it comes to young people talking with the media. I don't think you should be doing that at all. It's not doing anything to help you at all. Now, we get it's clickbait out there. We understand people got to eat. They got to put food on their table. But if it's truthful, not truthful, clickbait, whatever it may be, but in the end, it's you that is talking. So let's be careful out there. Young folk, you know what I'm talking about. Got to keep them youngsters out there going. Got to keep them going. Got to keep these youngsters going on all levels of that. Okay. So we're going to get through this week 17 in NFL. Then in the playoff football we go. I'm standing by the last two picks that I made with that team from Kansas City and the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, or the Green Bay Packers and the Colts. Who's that dark horse? And then you get to the point who should be resting and not resting. It becomes tough, doesn't it? Who should be resting and not resting? And then if you get out there and you play like garbage, and everybody's going to say, see, You shouldn't have rested. Now you done put the team in jeopardy. Now you have put the team in jeopardy. Can't believe we're almost here to that time of the big game, that being the Super Bowl. And Vegas is on everybody's mind again because Vegas is hosting the NFL draft. As bad as I want to go to the draft so bad. And Vegas just, the way they just sell things to you on TV, it makes you want to go to Vegas immediately when you see a Vegas commercial. It just makes you just want to get up and go. Speaking of getting up and going, we have less than 3 weeks before we go to Oklahoma. We're going to see the Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Indiana Pacers in our first NBA basketball game in Oklahoma. It should be a lot of fun. I have been doing my homework by watching a lot of the Oklahoma City Thunder home games on my NBA Pass. And that fan cam, that DJ gets his issue off. I mean, each arena has shown me how the fans are having fun at these basketball games. And let me tell you, they having fun in OKC. And I'm looking forward to that. Not just the game itself going to, but hanging out with the fellas, the crew, boys, seeing that town, that city, getting a tour for some Oklahoma people and seeing my man Garrett. Yeah, I get to see my man Garrett. House hip-hop DJ extraordinaire with TFP. Total fucking pimps. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to this. Should you wear all St. Louis shit the first day? Let everybody know where you're from. When people go out of town, they tickle me. You know, you plan your outfits, according. First day, I gotta represent where I'm from. Let everybody know I'm from the Loop. Okay. All right, you're gonna wear a St. Louis hat or something. I don't know yet. I don't know. Then that second day, you get a little bit more casual. You still dressing like you at the crib, but they haven't really quite captured this yet on where you're going to. But when you go to places that are really warm already, like Miami, it's in their hands, baby. Shorts, no shirt, and flip-flops the whole time. See, that's one main reason I don't like going to Florida to kick it, because I don't want to put no clothes on. It's too beautiful to wear clothes there. Just take me to a nude beach and a nude club, and we can kick it the whole time I'm there. Real talk, true story. There it is, right there for you. Well, I can't wait to see what more we're going to hear about what's going on with Antonio Brown, what's going on with Kawhi, not Leonard, how this Baker Mayfield situation is going to really hold up and stand on to its own 2 feet, and how this final weekend of the NFL regular season is really going to look come Sunday night. Is everyone going to be in the place they wanted to be based on what they said and predicted early in the season? Are the Packers really that good? Is Patrick Mahomes hurt? What's up with the running game? Can Indy really do some damage? And if you think about it, Jalen Hurts has put up much better numbers than Lamar Jackson. That is shocking. What Jalen Hurts has been through, considering there's nothing in Philly for him to look at with a W, with even a chance, a hope, or a dream of winning the game. Jalen has been doing his thing quietly and still slinging that thing for the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't trust the Rams. I don't trust the Rams at all. And Jalen Ramsey, stop hitting your teammates, man. Real talk. That ain't cool. Stop hitting your teammates. Guys, stay warm. Stay warm. Be careful. Still some slick spots out here in the area. We know the weather is crazy in the morning. Dress them babies warm and yourself warm. Watch out for your animals and the elderly neighbors in your neighborhood. Let's check on each other. Let's check on each other. Oh, special shout out again to the Blues fans that traveled, big group, big ups in the Winter Classic. I was shocked to see that. All the people from St. Louis that went to Minnesota to the Classic, outstanding. Give yourselves a hand, and you showed out on the national anthem. You showed out. You showed up and showed out, St. Louis. I love when people travel like that with support. The team had to turn around and say, wow. A lot of people came up here to watch us play this game. And they did. Way to go. All right. Good luck to all your basketball teams this weekend. Men's basketball, women's basketball, and men's basketball in the college world. Good luck to everyone this weekend, as well as your NFL teams. NBA teams, Laker fans, we still have issues. I heard that there's more BS coming today about 2:30, 3:15. So I'll be keeping my ear to Twitter to share with you what could be coming out of, I guess, crypto.com arena. Sounds weird saying that, but we're going to get through it the best way we can. Again, shout out for New York. You guys get to gamble. Congratulations. Now we all get to gamble together legally the right way. A lot of fun watching that too, as well as that story has been developing, trending throughout Twitter. Again, this is the Wheat Squad presents Montez at midday on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. Please visit www.dremontez.com to get a complete listing of all of the sponsors of the show. Thank you guys again. If you would like to do some advertising with the show, please contact me. If you'd like to come on the show and promote your business or product, just contact me. We'll take it from there. If you would like to make a donation to the show, we have a donation button on our website page. Hit the donation button. Anything you donate will be greatly appreciated. You can follow us on Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, Instagram, Who's to Blame the Podcast, Facebook, we have a page, Dre Montez, as well as Who's to Blame. And we also have a page on TikTok, Dre Montez 63, YouTube, Dre Montez as well. So there's all kind of ways to get caught up with everything. And also our podcast, Who's to Blame. You can catch the latest episode of that wherever you listen to your podcast at. But we're on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, and SoundCloud for your listening pleasure. All right, good folk. Everybody staying hydrated, warm, whatever you got to do, put it the way it jiggles and wiggles and makes perfectly sense to everybody. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. What's up, Jay? What's going on, boss? How you doing? Jay down there in Florida, staying nice and warm, bragging on us, folks. He's bragging on us, telling us down there, it's 70 degrees down here. Enjoy it, my man. Enjoy it. Take the shirt off and walk the beach real slow with your cigar, Jay. That impressed me. Well, good folks. I think I've taken enough of your time up today for you guys to get back to what you were doing, cleaning your house up, pretending to cook, fixing your hair, or whatever you were doing. You can go ahead and get on back to it. But I want to thank you again for tuning into today's show of Montez at Midday. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to get on up out of here. As the kids say, I'm going to holler at you later, pimp. Do they say that still? I don't know. I think they